Well, I too would like to welcome all of you. As the centennial draws near, the family is gathering from India and Europe, and it's really fun. I mean, this is very entertaining. So, we're going to talk about the inner kingdom, and this is the kingdom of spirit that we are all living in part-time, or more and more, hopefully, full-time. I'd like to read from Whispers from Eternity. This is Master's demand for realizing the expansion of consciousness in the cosmic sound. Manifest thyself to me, O Father, as the light of reason and as the blaze of wisdom, as the breeze of amity and of self-expanding harmony. Manifest thyself through the song of atoms and electrons, whose music vibration encompasses the universe. Teach me to hear thy cosmic voice, which first commanded all vibration to begin, inspiring every pinpoint of creation to sing its own special melody. Oh, let me hear within me thy cosmic voice, so long hidden behind the hubbub of outer creation. Let my magic wand of meditation touch all sounds and melt them into the one cosmic sound of Om. Lo, how it courses o'er the earth, in the sky, and far out from earth to reach the stars. Appear to me as Om, 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 thy cosmic song, which gives life to and infuses all sounds. Every cell of my body, every nerve, every ripple of my thoughts now sings with thy great cosmic anthem, Om. The reality of the inner kingdom is a great blessing to all truth seekers of all time, of all paths, and all masters of every time, all great saints and blessed shamans and Sufis and Buddhists and Taoists and every stroke of the spectrum point us to the reality of the inner kingdom, the kingdom of spirit. So this hubbub of creation, you may have noticed, is not as interested in the realm of spirit. And that's one of the difficulties. It's always been this way. There's always been materialism, because as we read, we're pulled downward by the senses, we're pulled downward through identification, the false identification of Maya, that matter is the reality, money is the goal, power is worldly power, the senses are the way to achieve exhilaration and joy. And so we start out there. Now, the snake didn't get mentioned in the creation story, but he's part of the problem. Is Adam and Eve would have done better if they didn't listen to the snake, the Maya. The Maya is always around. It's always around. And it's always pulling us towards forgetting our spirit nature, forgetting our origin, forgetting our spiritual roots. Reality of it is that we all come from spirit. All human beings have a soul. The soul has a memory, however dim or bright. We remember the realm of spirit. We remember the 8 aspects of God. It's way in the back of our minds. Smriti is remembering that. And it's what draws us as truth seekers, but it also draws all people. This is something I've been really noticing lately, that there's a tremendous amount of nonsense in the world. There's, well, I didn't recently discover that. But it's at the basis of even the most horrific things in the world is a very simple misunderstanding of power and love and wealth and abundance and wisdom. We have nations attacking other nations, but the maniacs who are running those countries, in their mind, they've twisted abundance with taking over another country. Greedy people, people that commit robbery and things, have twisted the innate abundance of the soul under the influence of Maya to stealing someone else's wealth, to taking over another country, to lying, to... That's why the truthfulness affirmation is so important. Remember what Jesus said, you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. The truth is the inner kingdom. The truth is the soul. We all know that. And as truth seekers and people of various disciplines, we have found that we must set our sights on the inner kingdom. We must set our sights on the reality of truth. And if we do that, whatever path we take, any master, they give us different formulas, but they really only give us one formula. The point between the eyebrows within the self is the light. That light is animating everything in this universe. And I love this reading because Master says, I want to hear the song of God through everything. I want to see it. And notice he says, I want to see Om. I want to appear to me as Om. Well, in reality, the Spirit is Om, is light, is love, are these qualities of God. And we know that. The masters have no thwarting cross-current of ego. So what do they see? They see the light. When they look at people, when Kriyananda looked at us, he saw the light. He didn't see the habits and the 20-year-old body and the this, that, and the other thing. He could perceive it if he chose to, and Master can perceive it if he chose to, but by awareness that the Maya is not real, why would they focus on it? What's the point of looking at the darkness when you can see the reality of the light and the darkness will fade? The light will persist. Remember the discussion that Pontius Pilate had with Jesus? So, little background. Pontius Pilate's wife had a dream, and she told Pontius, do not hurt Jesus. Lay off this guy. This is a special person. I don't know, she was obviously a disciple on some level, but she told Pontius, don't mess this up. So Pontius Pilate he's in a dilemma because he's in the material world. He's a high-ranking Roman guy. And he's there with Jesus, and he said, are you a king? And Jesus answered him truthfully. He said, yes, I'm a king, but my kingdom is not of this world. I'm from the inner kingdom. That's my kingdom. He said, Jesus went on to say, if I was a king of this world, my soldiers would have come and, we wouldn't be in this position. But my kingdom is not of this world. And he just left it at that. And Pontius Pilate said, what is truth? Jesus said, I'm truth. He said, what's truth? He's a truth seeker. What a dilemma, though, because he wasn't clear. But Jesus just said that, Master, Buddha, list all the masters, all the saints. This is the reality, the spirit world. So how are we going to get there? Well, clearly, the most effective way is to concentrate on the light at the point between the eyebrows. Practice meditation. If you're a disciple of Master, you practice What's the first technique? Energization, but then Hong Sa. I am spirit. I am spirit. Inner kingdom. I live in the inner kingdom. I belong in the inner kingdom. The inner kingdom is the reality. It's lasting. And this Maya, this dream, is passing away. We should see that it's passing away because it's changing all the time. But we don't get it. That's the power of Maya. So frustrating. But if we meditate, if we, as Krishna described, as we sit calmly and absorb in that light, that's the first step. But then we realize we are that light. We're not the darkness, we're not the habits, we're not the bundles of self-definition, is how Swami referred to Maya. It's all the little things that we've concocted. Well, I can't do that because I'm really, I'm paranoid and this and that. And we keep this dialogue going. Hong Sa, I'm spirit. Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that. What's that? Christ consciousness. What's Christ consciousness? Perfect reflection of the Father within creation. That's Om. That's the Spirit of God and the 8 aspects of God. So one thing we have to do is we have to meditate. We have to let go constantly of the identifications, of our limitations, of our faults, of the thing we did 10 years ago, of the thing we did 40 years ago, of these mistakes that we made. Yeah, we made mistakes. Okay, but we're not the mistakes, we're the perfect soul. So we have to remind ourselves, and it takes meditation, it takes practice. In 1967, Swami Kriyananda said, I'm going to start the World Brotherhood Colony, so there can be, as Master requested, places where people can find God. It's easier when everyone that you're working with and dealing with understands that we're all part of all that is. That we're not the limitations and the little habits that are irksome and bother us. No. We're beings of light. We're perfect children of the Divine Mother. And so if we have a community, if we have a Sangha, if we keep expanding it, then it makes it easier. But we also need to weed out the alternative audio of this movie. The alternative audio, you may have noticed it on the internet or on the evening news, but it is a constant stream of pessimism, cynicism, and lies. And it appears that the real goal of life is to make the most money possible. The great heroes are the rich guys. The saints aren't. They don't get much press. No one talks about the saints. Now, it's true that we recognize in our society, in the world, that there are little bits of the divine light squeezing through the Maya. And there are acts of heroism and courage, and there's dedicated teachers, and there's wonderful nurses and doctors, and there's wonderful car mechanics, and there's honest builders, and there is light everywhere, and all nature shines with God's light. But what we have to do is understand that that is the reality. And the screen of Maya is very simply the cross currents of ego. It puts a screen on it. And what Swami Kriyananda was asking us to do is what Master asked him to do, which Babaji asked Master to do, was concentrate on the light, surround yourself with light, surround yourself with music that is harmonious, surround yourself with inspiration, and look for the light in every situation, in every day-to-day, whatever you do for work, whatever you do at home, raising your children, it's God. It's love. And look for it. One of Master's quotes that I love, he looked at someone and he said, he turned to Swami and he said, People are so skillful in their ignorance. We are. We're really good at just tweaking this that, oh, it's okay. What? I know I didn't do that, but I have a reason. It's somebody else's fault. It's somebody else's fault. It's not me. That's not reality. The reality is that we're trying as best we can, and God knows that. And we need to hold our minds on that love. Swami Kriyananda, he had so many things that just encapsulated this path, but one of them that I loved was Swami Kriyananda would say, I'm not against anything. I'm just for things. What do you mean? I'm for the energy going up. I'm for the light. I'm for goodness. I'm for people trying to make this a better world. I'm for people trying to make the schools better. I'm for people, whatever it is. You know an interesting thing? Master kept Rajarsi Janakananda, who was liberated. Master announced one day to the disciples, Rajarsi is liberated. That would be good news, wouldn't it? But he kept him working in businesses in Kansas City, Missouri. He ran insurance companies, lumber companies. He had farms. He had just all these things. Why? Because there's no time that it's not good to be a resident of the inner kingdom. Rajarsi was in bliss. He was in God's love. He saw people. He saw the society. It would help if there was a cooperative insurance company for the lumber guys. It would be great to have an education for life school. It would be wonderful to have interfaith satsang, all these things. And he kept Rajarsi there doing that. It's interesting. It was Rajarsi's karma, obviously. He didn't have sister stay. He had sister come to the monastery, the convent, Mount Washington. But it's our own dharma. So we have situations where parents, where business people, Swamiji would have people use the gifts they had been given to help Master's work if it wouldn't entrap them in ego. If it wouldn't make them proud. Well, I can help you guys. I know about this. Well, God knows about this. If you see God is doing it, then do it. But keep your mind on that inner kingdom. We all remember it. And even the most worldly people in the world today that are famous for not good things, in the back of their minds, they know there's something wrong with the worldly picture. This is not the way it should be. And they may not be able to become disciples. They may not be able to take how to meditate, although I've noticed as I get older that my friends that weren't that interested in spirit are a lot more interested now that they've already conquered the world, they've retired as big-time lawyers and all that stuff, but then, oh yeah, you're still doing that chanting thing, huh? Yeah. One of my friends who's a very successful lawyer said that, yeah, you were chanting 50 years ago when we were in college. He went on to be and he's a great man. He's a very dharmic man. He's a wonderful man. But it wasn't time for him to hear that call. Master said, practice, read or recite the poem Samadhi every day and imagine yourself in that state. Remember that Samadhi is the capital of the inner kingdom. That's where we're going. Remind yourself, tranquil, unbroken thrill, eternally living ever new peace, enjoyable beyond imagination of expectancy. That's important. You can't imagine how good this is going to be because the Maya has clouded your sight. But the Maya goes away. The more you chant, the more you say the names of God. Maybe at work you can, instead of listening to a summary of the day's warfare, you could chant the names of God. You could repeat the names of the masters. Om Guru, Om Guru. Mantra or japa, just repeat the names of God over and over and feel them. Feel their love. Feel their presence. You'll realize they're with you. all the time. And by deeper, longer, thirsty, Guru-given meditation, Guru-given, Master's there, great, helping us. They're always with you. Why not have them with you all the time? Why not be conscious of that? Don't leave them blessing you and you're off worrying about something worldly, which is going to disappear. It's not real. Light of God will not disappear. Kingdom of God will not disappear. God bless you all.
Hello there, brother Bluebell, play me a tune today. The breezes on the meadow have made you look so gay. The meadowlarks are singing, joys in the air. Come set your bells are ringing, you've gladness to share. Hello there, sister Dewdrop, linger a little while. Your colors in the sunlight would make a monarch smile. What need have I for treasures, diamonds or gold? The fairest of all pleasures are here to behold. Hello there, dearest kinsmen, pebbles and laughing brooks, you timid little beetles that hide in private nooks. God made us of his gladness, come then and sing, to cure the world of sadness, so ring, bluebell ring. To cure the world of sadness, so ring, bluebell ring. To cure the world of sadness, so ring, bluebell ring. Soul, hymns of laughter, hymns of joy, sweet songs of sadness, of quenchless yearning for the light, for my love, your true home. Long your heart has played the dancer, long you've toyed with nearest shadows of the treasures left behind you, deep in your soul. Long you've plumbed the dark for answers, long you've begged from beggars empty hands, gifts of life they too were seeking, gifts none could share. Friend, how long will you wander? Friend, as long as you seek your home in a land where all are strangers, love locks her door. Leave to the weak his craven life, to the coward leave his dreaming. Oh, my saint, wake up, reclaim the light, seek the truth behind all seeming. Leave to the weak his craven life, to the coward leave his dreaming. Oh, my saint, wake up, reclaim the light, seek the truth behind all seeming. Turn, turn, turn within, in silence of soul, in cave of love. Find whispering within your soul, hints of laughter, hints of joy, sweet songs of sadness, of quenchless yearning for the light, for my love, your true home.
Thank you to all of our donors for making it possible to share these videos and keep this channel ad-free. If you feel inspired to donate, visit ananda.org/give.